నగరం నిదురోయమేలా నేనే ఒంటరి చలివోతుంటరి.
What is up guys, welcome to our first ever whatever the type of video that we had. Today we'll be discussing a lot of things. ఎప్పట్లా కూర్చొని ల్యాప్టాప్ ముందు కూర్చొని this do that అని చెప్పేసి చెప్పాలని కదా. I want to like show some bit of my life as well as share some value as well. You know, like కొంచెం entertaining ఉంటుంది, కొంచెం educational ఉంటుంది. Yeah, right now you have to get more of these. ఏమో లైక్ మధ్యాహ్నం ఎందుకో ఎంత తాగినా కూడా తాగడంటే రెడ్ బుల్స్ తాగినాక కూడా నిద్ర వస్తుంది, ఘోరంగా నిద్ర వస్తుంది. బట్ యా, పని ఆగద్దు. మిస్టర్ దోసా అభిరామ్ సాయి, do we play football for a while?
Yes sir.
Or do we go out for a walk and then come back with kulfi?
Football.
I wanna have kulfi, bro. Again, the whole point of the video here is, if you're 20s and you're fucking lost, you're watching the right video. You know, I wanna be this guru, oh, you should do that, you should do this and చెప్పి కాదు. I'm going to give you a roadmap, right? అది ఇష్టమైనట్టు వాడుకోను దాన్ని. You can be in any part of the roadmap that you're in right now. All you've got to do is identify where you are and then take it from there onwards. Because ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి applicable అయితే అని చెప్పేసి నేను క్లియర్గా చెప్పలేను, because everyone has different situations. We'll be walking outside, we'll be doing this, living our life, and then I'll be talking from it. I've written down each and every single thing that I want to really talk about today, and I'll be sharing each and every part of the video right now. So the first one, this is going to be a small guide on how to make money online. Get rich quick scheme. It's going to take time for sure, but this will give you a clear roadmap on how do you get started, because this is exactly how I started as well. These are like two different types of people. One is the people who kind of think strategically. They see what's working in the real world right now and they try to develop a passion. The second type of people are completely follow their passion. Example, the first person could be me. Na content with the full passion time lekunde. It's just that I liked building businesses, and for me, doing it in this space is really what I'm passionate about. Something that I've found in the way. The second type of people are completely passion driven people. Musicians, artists, cricketers, singers, and all of these people. The only thing they love doing, the only thing that they want to sacrifice their entire life is a passion kosam. And I know if you're watching this video, you'll not even fall into that second category. Because if you're really that passionate about it, you won't even click this video here. Now you have to choose, okay, A industries, there are already so much money that is flowing in. So right now in today's world, we have AI, we have technology, we have content, we have marketing, lead generation. A lot of these businesses make a lot of money, especially in the online business space. So naku specifically content ante koncham passionate among all of these, and that's why this is where I strategically choose content and made it my passion. For you it can be something else, maybe technology, AI, building softwares, building websites, can be anything out there. Based on that, you choose where do you really want to work with, which industry that you really want to work with. Apde you'll have more clarity on actually where to go, how do you make it big. And a lot of people are stuck here. So that is the first step. So the second one, which is copy what top people in your industry are doing right now. One of the simplest way is to copy and just change it by 10%. You know, when I was starting my business, I was very keen, like, no, need kotta creative ideas ravali, kotta innovate cheyalani cheppeshi. But that's a bullshit advice that anyone can hear. If you really want to succeed, if you really want to make it big, bluntly copy others, because there are already people who have done it before in your industry, in your service that you're already doing. But just oka 10%, oka 5% nee own twist అక్కడ పట్టుకరా. అది మెకానిజం లవ్వచ్చు, నీ బ్రాండింగ్ లవ్వచ్చు. For example, Coke and Pepsi, right? I don't know which company came first, but if you see, both of them sell a flavor called cola. Coca-Cola koncham intensity takku untadi, Pepsi has a slightly more intensity. Wala branding lo difference undi, like colors difference unnai, right? But the flavor koncham difference undi, and that's it. The both companies are like doing a lot of money today. So the simplest path right now for you, or for anyone who is just starting out, copy what your competitor is doing or what the leader is doing, and just slightly add a twist to it. Danto emaitante, you will still attract your own audience, people who would love that extra 5% and actually pay you money. That's it. The third and the most important point actually is చాలా మంది స్టార్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మల్టిపుల్ సర్వీసెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. You know, like once you go into that industry, you will see like boatload of options to actually start. The problem ఏంటంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కటి అట్రాక్టివ్ అనిపిస్తుంది. There's a saying with Alex Hormozy, right? Until you hit like $1 million, you only have to go with one service, one ICP, and one problem solving, one clear solution. I think that's one of the biggest advantage, because problem ఏంటంటే especially when there are a lot of other agencies out there, a lot of other services that everyone can offer. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం అన్ని మల్టిపుల్ సర్వీసెస్ ఆఫర్ చేస్తామో, you you can never be an expert in one single thing, and that's the biggest red flag if you're in this generation, because a service and AI వెళ్తుంది. Using that AI tool అన్నా సరే, if you just stick to one service, right, what happens is you become an expert in that. For example, web development కోసం AI, like if you tell it to do a website, it'll like pretty much give you a website. The thing ఏంటంటే 5,000 కన్నా ఎక్కువ రిచ్గా ఉన్నాడు. But if you really want to become అంటే వెబ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అన్న వెంటనే నీ పేరు రావాలంటే మాత్రం నువ్వు అదే పర్టికులర్ సర్వీస్లో మల్టిపుల్ ఇయర్స్ పని చేయాలి. బికాస్ వాట్ హ్యాపన్స్ ఇస్ ఒక రెగ్యులర్ AI జనరేటెడ్ వెబ్ డెవలపర్ ఇంకా ద వన్ హూ ఇస్ యాక్చువల్లీ మేకింగ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ మనీ, డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటంటే దిస్ guy charging 5,000 rupees will just go to ChatGPT or Claude and then tell it to prompt something. Lovable ki veltadu, emergent ki veltadu, he'll do that. But the other guy understands the copy behind it, the sales behind it. He understands the psychology of the conversion as well. He optimizes for more conversions, more visitors, more SEO for their website. That's the difference. And adi eppudu telustante when you stay longer in the game. The reason why we are also able to charge like $3,000, $4,000 because it's been almost like 1.5 years since we started. And my case studies unnai, my client results unnai, client wins unnai. They have seen our work and that's why their trust is more. Nooda repu podduna, you know, like using AI you can start a content agency. Okay, return pettunte saripothundi. But the thing ఏంటంటే no one's going to pay you more because you're not an expert yet. And ఒకసారి, you know, once you make certain, once you hit a certain revenue in your agency, then you can look into other services as well. So I would say that's the biggest suggestion I would want to give. Choose a small pond and be a big fish in it. That's the biggest lesson out there. Let's come to the next point, that is documenting your journey. One of the most biggest mistake that everyone is doing right now, not documenting your journey. Bro, like content ni jeevithanni nijanga marustante chepta ardham kaakapothe inka em cheyalo ardham kaadu. You have seen my life change, bro, like in the last 1 to 2 years. Neelanti chaala mandi freelancers, neelanti chaala mandi agency owners, any kind of business provider, whatever that you're doing, startup founder aina sare, evaraina sare, nu evariki kanpiyatledu. You're not advertising yourself, and when you don't advertise yourself, how do you expect opportunities will come to you? You have to go and reach out to people. Your credibility లాంటిది ఉండదు. చూపియానికి లైక్ నువ్వు ఎవరో నీ జర్నీ ఏంటో చూపియానికి you don't have anything out there. But imagine when you have a personal brand. ఒకవేళ నువ్వు ఎంప్లాయ్ అయినా సరే, you will get job offers walking to you if you do it on LinkedIn properly. If you're a business owner, you will get your clients on your personal brand coming to you and approaching to work with you. Any cheat codes ఉన్నాయి తెలుసా? Like you can network with anyone out there. You will get clients for your business, you'll get job offers and everything. And that's the one of the biggest advantage that you can have. నువ్వు ఏదైతే చేస్తున్నావు just document it. అది నీతో ఎప్పటికీ ఉంటుంది. పెద్ద చీట్ కూడా అంతే, ఇంకా నేను దానికి మించి ఇంకేం చెప్పలేను. So that's the whole point, bro. You have to kind of build this up. అదొక ఆప్షన్ లాగా కన్సిడర్ చేయకు. Think of it something like very important. Like నువ్వు ఫ్యూచర్లో ఒకవేళ క్లయింట్కి వెళ్ళి అప్రోచ్ అయినా కూడా they'll look at your LinkedIn, they'll look at your Instagram. Gone are the days where they're looking your resume, gone are the days where they're you know asking them for a portfolio document. They're going to open your profile, they see, okay, ఎవరితో పని చేసిండు, what is he posting out there, what is he talking about అని చెప్పేసి. To see a credibility out there, but that's the only way to go ahead. We'll go down and record the next point. So the next point is choose one of the platforms to reach out. I think, see, especially when I'm starting you're confused, cold calls cheyala, cold DMs cheyala, cold emails cheyala, ads run cheyala అని చెప్పేసి, because there are a lot of options out there. ఒకటి అది చేయమంటాడు, ఒకటి ఇది చేయమంటాడు. One thing that I would suggest anyone to do is పెట్టే ఒక platform pick చేసుకో. Don't focus on multiple platforms because that's the worst thing that you could do. So నేనేం చేస్తా అంటే, see where your ideal customers are. అంటే నీ customers నార్మల్ ఎక్కడ హ్యాంగ్ అవుట్ అవుతున్నారు అని చెప్పేసి. And that is what I want to really focus on. For example, e-commerce founders are typically on Instagram. Most of the coaches and creators are on YouTube. A lot of AI automation agencies and everyone are on LinkedIn. A lot of corporates, B2B businesses, tech companies are on LinkedIn as well. So you have to understand who are you trying to sell in the first place. Again, going back to the third or second point, right? Picking one person to choose. దాంతో ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇది ఒక అడ్వాంటేజ్ అన్నట్టు. You'll know exactly where to outreach to people. Multiple people కి multiple ways of outreaching ఉంటుంది. For example, you're reaching out to local businesses in your area. కొందరికి cold calling work అవుతుంది. If you're good at sales and if you can talk to people properly, if you can communicate well, if you can tell good stories, cold calling is a good way to do it. But again, నీకు అదంతా లేదు. You can kind of do a lot of good texting. చాలా మందికి మెసేజెస్ చేయొచ్చు అంటే go do that. Send them WhatsApp messages. Even if you're doing that, make sure that you give them value first. Don't pitch them directly. Lead with value, because when you lead with value, what happens is you unlock a very big advantage. ఎందుకంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరు చేయట్లేదు. For example, వెబ్సైట్ డెవలప్మెంట్, again coming back to the same example, వాళ్ళు అడగక ముందే వాళ్ళ కోసం ఒక వెబ్సైట్ టెంప్లెట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి పెట్టుకొని money, give that to them. Show them a demo already and tell them like, if you like it, you know, you can pay me around like 15,000, 20,000, whatever that price is. You know, a client that almost paid us around $10,000, we agreed to do a sample video for her, right? Because we want to showcase our work. Adi tanu what do you say, accept chese mundu, I texted her almost 10 plus times in order to reach out to her on Instagram DMs. I kept following up. Chala mandi okasari message chesi వదిలేస్తారు, but you shouldn't do that. You have to always lead with value. You have to go with value all the time. అప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా నీకు బ్యాంక్ ఫ్లో ఈజీగా ఫ్లో అయిపోతుంది. Again, as a beginner for you, it is అదొక నాన్ నెగోషియబుల్. ఇంకా you have to do it or else నీ clients are out. That's a ground reality of stuff right now. I think that's point 5 and 6 literally in this one take. Let's jump to point 7. Let's go back to the yeah, the last one, which is start small and scale big in the long run. I can't stress this much, bro. Like starting if you're kind of chasing like, oh, నాకు ఇంత $1,000 clients రావాలి, $2,000 clients రావాలి, which is good, you know, that is a good ambition to have, and that's always like, no, obviously చేస్తావు, but also accept people when they're kind of paying you less money, because you have to have those humble beginnings. ఎందుకంటే once you do not know how to handle those $100 clients, you'll never be able to kind of work with $500 clients and then $1,000 clients. Starting అంత ఎక్కువ ప్రాఫిట్స్ కోసం, రెవెన్యూ కోసం ఏమి చేయకు. స్టార్టింగ్ వర్క్ కోసం ఏమి, రైట్? గెట్ as much work as possible, get as much feedback as possible. దాంతో నీ ప్రోడక్ట్ ని ఇంకా నీ సర్వీస్ ని బెటర్ చేసుకుంటే వెళ్ళు. It can be any business that you're doing right now. And again, like business is like any other game out there. You have to practice a lot to kind of train your muscle to close such big deals. Deal after deal, what happens is you end up closing more deals, and దాంతో నీ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఆటోమేటిక్గా పెరిగిపోతుంది. ఒక్కసారి if you're getting someone to pay you $200, the next one should be $400. Always keep doubling the price. Just like gym లో మనం dumbbells weight చేసినప్పుడు ఒకసారి ఆ reps మనకు వస్తే, what do? You go on to the next weight, right? This is exactly how you do it in the business as well. You keep increasing the volume, and you do it by not signing more clients in the future, but actually increasing the prices for the future clients. That's it. Again, don't be scared. You might not close one deal. Once you stay persistent with that number, you will close deals eventually. Everyone starts from zero. నా first client 25,000 rupees pay చేసిన మొత్తం month కి సంబంధించిన content. Now we charge that for one video, or even more than that, $300 also for sometimes. That's why I say start small and scale big in the long run. That's the whole point, man. Like this is a basic blueprint when any way that you're stuck in your 20s. If you really want to build a business in your 20s, this is exactly how you do it, because this is exactly how I did as well. Like experience unte nanu nunchi maatladutuna, and I am hoping that this is going to help you. Again, if you're someone who is interested to build your own agency, I have my own community as well called Agency US, where we help people like you, you know, like learn about how to build your own agency, how to get high ticket clients as well. We launch a cohort. If you see my Instagram story, if you follow me on Instagram, we'll post stories when we have our slots open for our cohort. Just apply or fill the form below, so that, you know, if we think you are right fit, we'll reach out to you. Until then, I'm rooting for you, bro. I know you'll make it big. Peace.